this game started. It's 1st and 10. Putting a receiver in motion. Richardson throwing to start out. Gets it to him on the screen. Jukes one defender.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Blown back, it's the handoff. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. Some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Going to the ground again on 1st. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And he finally ends up out of bounds after a huge gain. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. Back-to-back carries here. Is in for the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts drop 80-plus yards and take a 6-0 lead. No doubt about that one, Brock. They softened that defense up with that lengthy opening series, and then the front just couldn't stand up to the run as they reached the end zone.
Yeah, the numbers tell you, kind of just like baseball, you love home runs, you love explosive plays, but when you can play small ball and you can keep that defense gasping on the field, you can often run it right down their throats in the red zone.
The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. Darius Davis to return it. And look at this return. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake here. Finds him on the crossing route. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Running for the marker on 2nd. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. He picks up 15 on the play. And it sets up a Houston 1st.
Pretty obvious, this defense, man, they need more people around the line of scrimmage. But the minute you do that, Kate, start opening up those throwing lanes. This is how balance takes apart a defense.
1st and 10, looking to throw. Makes the catch, but does not do it inbound. On that sideline, 2nd down coming up. So a very early challenge, but a good one. Calls overturned, and that's going to unlock a 3rd challenge for them if it gets to that point later in this game. To throw it on 1st down. And that one's incomplete, but boy, are they lucky it wasn't intercepted. That was a risky shot, but fortunately, they still have 2nd down coming up.
You know, there's a little bit of the risk of a 50-50 ball in the end zone. Some of these defenders today, man, they can elevate with the best of them. That's one they got away with. It should have been a pick and a touchback.
Here he is to throw on second down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense. And now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks. And sacks in this league often leads to wins.
And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on third down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. Fourth down coming up.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
Brown's kick is up and good. And that cuts the lead in half. Down to 3.
A dependable kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
He stopped on the return at the 27. Well, the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Hauled in by Downs. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. It was Tyrell Johnson with the tackle.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
And he's brought down for a loss.
3rd and inches, and you hate to see that run go backwards. I just take myself back to a huddle, and you know you're imploring your guys, listen, just give us a little bit of a push, and we will move the sticks. Instead, well, the defense is energized with that stop.
Starts his return from the 23. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds. It's a 54-yard punt that time. And it's going to be Texans football. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. Spins out of one stop. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. They're throwing it. He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe.
Yeah, because you nailed that one.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Throwing again from their own end zone now. Flies one back across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off Zaire Franklin. And he's going to go. It's a pick 6. Gay to add the extra point. And this one, thankfully, not off the mark. He gets it to go. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. This return starts at the 5. And he breaks the 20 on the return, but only just. That is one up to the 21 and out of bounds. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Bravo 80. Here we go. Here we go. Set, go.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Go.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. 1st down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
The flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. Offense to the line for 2nd down.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Come on. Come on.
Dropping back to throw. Chased out to his right. They connect on the deep shot. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
On 1st down, they'll run. And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, that brings up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Here's 2nd and 5. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
This, our last play of the quarter. 3rd down from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. 1 quarter down in this all-AFC South contest. It's a 2-score game early. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. Welcome back. We'll begin the 2nd quarter with the Texans in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Here's a give up the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Had the 1st down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
Another carry for him. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. Working quickly here. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Oh, he's in trouble. He'll go down. The Colts got him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Bend. Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
Touchdown, Houston! So he looks to and finds the big fella, and his tight end takes it in for 6.
Such a reliable weapon down in the red zone. You know, kind of reminds me like a point guard making an entry pass to that post player. When you trust your big people around you, and when a quarterback trusts his tight end like that, it makes a difference.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Fielded at the 7. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Hits him on the out route. And he's able to cross the 40 before going out. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Off the play fake, here's Richardson. Still going inside the 35. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 27 on the play. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down.
Here we go.
Play action with Richardson. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Texans will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away, just as they did.
Back to the well again. They hold him to a modest gain here to the 19. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with third down and 3.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And they take him down at the 24-yard line. A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
To the air now on 1st and 10. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Trying again following the sack. Escapes the pocket. He takes it himself. And as this play winds up out of bounds, let's see what that flag is all about. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. All right, here we go. Second down.
Track at 60. Go.
Throwing now from the gun. He's on the move.
This is one of those occasions that it looks so promising when you take off as a quarterback, and then you're reminded just how fast these defenses are in the NFL. Couldn't quite move the chains, but it wasn't for a lack of trying.
Let's go.
Gotta figure out this third down here. He's gonna throw this one. Getting out to his left. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down. The Texans set to punt. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. Fair catch is made, a yard or two short of midfield. No return on that punt. And the Colts will take over. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
Go. Hey, hey.
Give now to the running back. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. We've hit the 2-minute warning now at NRG. The Colts pushing for a score before the break. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Richardson now on 1st and 10. Finds a man right side. He has room past the 25. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 20. They pick up 20 yards there. And it'll be 1st down, Colts. Working inside the red zone. And that's incomplete, but he might have done a little too much to cause that. Flag comes out, and this could be interference. So pass interference on the shot to the end zone, and now they're going to be set up on the goal line with a great chance to get the touchdown anyway. Running it after the penalty. Scores, touchdown, Indy. The Colts grow their lead just before halftime. Now the Colts leaving the offense out there. They're going to try for 2.
Let's go now.
Will line up for the 2-point
Check,
conversion.
check, Bobcat.
And the conversion is no good as that pass falls incomplete.
That is a gold star effort by the defense. First and foremost, you got to defend against the run on this short of a field. To do that and adapt in time to force an incompletion, that's a win-win.
On the return, here comes Davis. And he breaks the 20 on the return, but only just. That is one up to the 21 and out of bounds. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
They'll come out throwing. Finds a seam down the middle. And what a hit there. Alex, she pays the price for moving the chains that time. From the 39 now after that explosive start to this drive. To throw here on 1st down. That one's caught along the left sideline. And he works this to the 38 before going down. The clock rolls as the Texans try to hurry their offense to the line. Escapes the pocket. It's a gain of 12 there. And it sets up a Houston 1st. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. He goes the distance. Touchdown, Houston! The Texans make it a 1-score game before halftime. So great work by the running back there, Brock. Found just a little bit of space, and he took advantage all the way for 6.
Big time. I mean, so big time. You know, and you hear running back coaches, Kate, say this. They'll say slow to explode through. And he explodes all the way for the touchdown.
We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. On 1st down, it's Richardson. Short pass brought in. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Markers reset, ball at the 37. First down throw here from Richardson. Fits it through the middle. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Taking the deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
Brought in inside the 20. How about a big hitter? 34 yards there and a new set of downs.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw when you throw it that deep outside the numbers that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off. Yeah, I know nobody's perfect. All you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. They'll throw again. Richardson. On the move, headed right. The pass is incomplete, but hold on here. We've got a flag on the field. Here's the call. Offense tagged for the penalty there as they walk off the distance. Backed up now after the penalty. It's 3rd down.
19 target.
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Forced out to his right. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. On the return, here comes Davis. Big shot at the end of that return as he gets it just past the 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. He'll throw it. He's got a man left. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Back to throw on 3rd down. Looking underneath, and the back brings it in. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. So now a much tougher task here as they come up on 2nd and 20.
Let's go now.
Setting up a throw. Makes the grab in bounds left side. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
I'm sure Coach, play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Throwing now on first. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He can take it to the house.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Pass play coming here. It is caught left side. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line.
You know, I don't mind the scheme. In fact, I like the call. Just not on that 3rd down in particular. Need to get it closer to the sticks to have a chance to move those chains.
He'll throw it. He's got it to his running back. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make it pay.
And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. Zaire Franklin there to make the tackle. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Here we go.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. He'll look to throw. Buys time, rolling right. He just throws this one away.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Ready, ready.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Come on.
Back to throw. Complete out to the right side. And he's out of bounds right at that 25-yard line.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Brown's kick is up and good. And that's going to give them the lead.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2-for-2 for this kicker.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Return starts at the 3. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Richardson back to throw. Setting up the running back screen. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
From the 46. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
The Texans going with a dime set here. We've got 6 DBs for third down. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. And they can't connect on the third down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it. But it's incomplete, and now we've got fourth down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
The Colts ready for the punt. And this will be his second effort of the contest. Takes it in at the 26. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be their football. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Simple dive up the middle. Oh, the football's loose. And they pick it up. Time to push for that marker. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. Blown back, it's the handoff. And they crush him right near the marker. It looks close, but yeah, Brock, I think he safely got that first down before the hit.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
And without much room to work, he has a minimal gain on the final play of the third quarter. 3 quarters in the books from this one. It's the Texans in possession of it, needing to preserve that lead over one final quarter. Second down now, 7 to go. Now they send their back in motion right. Rolling left, buying some time. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And then brings up third down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
Let's go now. Bravo 80. Check go.
Here's a handoff up the gut. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
It was University of Wisconsin, Kate, the first time I heard this term, slow to explode through. And think how good that Badgers run game has been at the college level. Well, they made runs like that look easy. Slow to explode through.
That one's complete, right side. And they stop it. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Texans are going to have a first down. From the red zone now. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 14 at the 22-yard line.
Another try following the sack. He's on the move. That's incomplete left side. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and of course, is the incompletion.
Has it at the 7. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. We'll score. It's a Houston touchdown. The Texans grow the lead to 7. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Kickoff taken at the 3. He stopped on the return at the 27. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Play action with Richardson. Throw left side, complete. Breaks through, and he might break away. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That one goes for 25 yards. And it's good for an Indianapolis 1st down. Here's Richardson. That's going to be caught by Mitchell. And they make the tackle at the 38.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on the drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, Richardson. Short pass brought in. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Hauled in left side. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. That's good for 7 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Colts.
Let's go. 60 Eagles.
Off the play fake. Here's Richardson. Headed out right. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
They'll run now on 2nd down. And he's able to get this down to the 13. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
Looking to throw. This one's caught. And he drives this forward to the 6. They find 7 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. This could decide things. It's intercepted. It's a foot race. He's at midfield. 30. And the Texans are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his 1st career interception. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the 2nd half of a 1-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now.
Yeah.
They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their 1st. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
Let's go.
Back-to-back carries here. And they make the play at the 23, a gain of only a little. Timeout taken by the defense, their second. And with another one gone, they're going to have just one remaining this game. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw it. That's caught for the first. And in for the Houston touchdown. Now in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Dicker on now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Texans lead by 15 now. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Returning it from the 4. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He lofts it deep left. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Here we go.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Caught, nice gain left side. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped at his own side at the 49. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
1st and 10, gotta score immediately here. Only one timeout left, and that clock winding down. Richardson now. Completed over the middle. And he'll get this through midfield and starts pushing into Texans territory. Colts operating from the hurry-up, rushing back to the line. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Texans will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right? You watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six, yeah, it stinks for the offense. But that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
Ready up.
The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he works his way for a gain of 4. The Colts take a timeout. That's their last one. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
Come on. Set. Go.
They give it to him again. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
We know how hard explosive plays can be in the NFL, and so often they come via the air. What a great help for the offense to find an explosive play on the ground. Well done.
With the win in hand, they'll take the knee and let this clock run out.
This is situational football at its best. There's still some time left to bleed off the clock, but the really important thing here is you've got to bleed every second of that clock that you can. Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
Setting up for the kneel down on 3rd. He goes to a knee as time winds down in this one.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So it's a win for the Texans.